Welcome back. We're back for Thursday. No Friday, no Thursday. Oh, that's right, because we don't have school on Friday. So let's look at Thursday, April 9th. Yesterday, you did a lab where you recorded all of the data. So what I did was I took that data that you gave me and I turned it into a graph. So here's your lab data graph. If you click on this, it shows you what the graph looks like if you were to have plotted it all out. Okay, so here's where it started in the beginning, or you had the ice, and then pretty soon, okay, you had it on the hot plate. Pretty soon the ice and water were mixed, but the temperature didn't rise at all, right? You kept adding energy to it, but it used the energy in order to change the solid into a liquid. The temperature still didn't rise, even though you changed the solid to a liquid at that same temperature. So that's why the graph was flat. And then as all of the ice melted and you went with water only, that's when the temperature rose when you put the energy in. So the water only has the temperature rising because you have added energy to it. Okay, once you reach the high point, the boiling point where the energy particles keep getting so much that they start boiling, the temperature doesn't increase anymore, but we're just doing another phase change where you change a liquid into a solid or into a gas. So that's where you have a water and steam mix at the same temperature. And that's where our graph stopped. It wasn't quite at 100, but we still had that for the same. See how it's flat or relatively flat for a while? That's what was happening when the liquid was changing into a gas. Okay, so that was what's happening in our phase change lab chart. Those of you that remember back when we had class, we did this one in class, and it's the same thing. It's talking about as we go from left and right, we add heat energy is right here. We add that in. It talks about what the words are as you go from solids to liquids to a gas, how you do melting to liquid to evaporating into the gas, how we add energy, how you take heat in or it absorbs it are the terms that's happening during our lab. When you go the opposite direction, then you radiate and give it off. Okay, but this is another reference, another tool that you can use to reference for doing your worksheet. So on this one, here's the phase of matter notes. I put in an attachment to that, to this phase change diagram. Some of you may still have this on paper in your folder. If you still have that, you can certainly use that to help you as well. This homework is a Schoology worksheet. It's called the Phase Changes of Ice Lab Assignment. This one you can only do one time, so please take your time. Please consult these notes. Please consult this graph that we just did based on your lab on the data that you took yesterday from doing the lab. Okay, once you click on this, it's a Schoology, it says assessment. Okay, so this is just what I guess you can't see the questions so much. Oh, here's the questions. There are 10 questions. It's going to be about just about 5 points again for your lab, each one. There's some matching, there's some multiple choice, a variety of different questions. Okie dokie. If you have any questions, please email me, please Google Meet me. Okay, I can send you a link, or you can always do Google Meet and then go house class and then just tell me where. Okay, enjoy your break, social distancing. Thank you to those of you that are working. Be careful, wash your hands, and don't touch your face. Okay, see you on Tuesday. We'll be finishing up this lab. We'll be writing this out in a paragraph type of form is what we're going to do with what's happening on these phase diagrams. We'll be writing it out in words, kind of like how we did on the actual back of this worksheet, like this. That's what we're going to be doing, but on Schoology next week. So, okie dokie. Have a nice weekend.